Every year, thousands of CSC applicants actually send their application. And the reality is that a lot of students get rejected. And it's not because they are not smart, it's because they do not know the requirements or the university committee or the requirements of the scholarship committee. So, in today's video, I'm going to be talking about why 80% of CSE students or applicants get rejected. So if you would want to know more, please watch the end of this video, okay?
I've been dreaming on in my head like I've seen it. A life worth living is a life with meaning.
Hi everyone, my name is Ormah, and if you are joining for the first time, welcome. I help students with scholarship opportunities, and also I help students to just understand how to study abroad. So if this is the content that you are interested in, please do well to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and yeah, leave a comment about what you think. So the first reason why I feel like a lot of students get rejected is because of their study plan. So a lot of times people have actually told me, oh, that the challenge they face is on the study plan. And I tell them, just write a unique story about yourself, but not really like a story. You have to be professional, whatever you're writing. And the reason I always tell people to write a story about themselves is because basically you're selling yourself. Just look at a study plan like, okay, you know what, I'm selling myself. I am telling this people who probably they don't even know me, and they're probably just um reading about me for the first time, and I'm just trying to sell myself. Why they should pick me? Because there are a lot of students applying for the scholarship, so somehow you need to like be unique. Why should they pick you? Sometimes it could just be because of your country. Sometimes it could be because of your grades. Sometimes it could be because of your work experience. Sometimes it could be because of your academic experience. Sometimes it could be because of your recommendation letter. So like there's so many reasons why they would pick you. That's why you should make sure you cross your T's and dot your I's. You should not look at any documents that, okay, you know what, this one is not important, this one is important. But the study plan is mostly, people do not take the study plan serious because in their mind they think, oh, they are Chinese. Probably they won't understand. Because they're Chinese does not mean whatever you write in English. And the Chinese people, they know how to read English properly. And there are some of the Chinese who have studied abroad, so somehow they even know how to read and how to speak English. So please do not take for granted your study plan because you are selling yourself into your study plan. You want to be able to talk about your academic background. You want to be able to talk about your research, what area of research that you're doing. You want to be able to talk about why you choose that specific university. Why did you choose China? Because I mean, there are so many countries you would have chosen like Canada, USA, UK. You have chosen any other country, but somehow you chose China. So they want to know why. Why did you choose China? So these are things that you'd like want to think about when you're doing application. That everything is important. So like, are you going to go back to your country? And what do you plan to do? What is your future goal? You understand? Like, what are you planning to do when you go back to your country? Why is this field important to your country or important to you as a person? Why did you choose the field? So these are questions that you need to answer in your study plan. The second reason why I feel like a lot of students get rejected is because of the university that they're choosing. So some people do not even do a lot of research why they are doing that university. They just choose any university. Like, please don't do that because as much as some people are so proud in the fact that they feel like, okay, you know, I'm so smart, I'm so intelligent. I know you're smart and I know you're intelligent, but this is a scholarship, okay? So some universities, they might not really have scholarship in that field. So you have to do your research about the university. You want to focus on university with high acceptance. That's what I always do. I like to focus on university that, I mean, they have high acceptance, and I'm not going to be begging for scholarship. I just know that they have funding, especially if you are doing like PhD. You know this. If you're applying for PhD, you know that somehow you're focusing on is on the funding. So If you're applying to university that they don't have money, of course they will not accept you. And then you think that, oh, they're not accepting because of your grades. No, they're not accepting you because they do not have funding for you. And you also know that you need to also search the admission requirement, because this is something a lot of people do not do. They do not know the admission requirements of their university. And then you apply for CSC. You need to know the admission requirements. Sometimes, so people will be applying to university and CSC is already like closed. Why don't you like just go and read about that university that you're applying to, so that you just know, okay, am I meeting all the requirements? Everything that they're telling you to do, am I meeting them? So that you not just go apply and then get rejected. You also want to know, like, do they accept CSC students under like the university? Because it's not every university that actually accepts CSC students. It's not every university that accepts CSC students. So you want to actually do your research to know whether this university I'm applying to, do they accept CSC students? The third reason why I feel like a lot of students get rejected is because of the weak academic profile. So let me explain. So now, as much as we don't always like to talk about grades to scare students, the grades are very important. Your grades are so, so, so important. And this year, I have been announcing it. If your grades are not higher than 70%, please do not apply to CSC. Maybe you can apply to like any other university, because they have university scholarship, they have provincial scholarship, they have so many kinds of scholarship. But my dear, if your grade is not above 70%, do not make the mistake of applying to CSC. And it's not like I'm trying to discourage you. It's not like I'm trying to be like negative. I am being serious. I am telling the truth. This is something that the Chinese people, the people who know what's up, the people who know what's really, really going on, this is what they always telling me. And that's why I'm always telling my clients, that's why I'm always telling the students, that's why I'm always telling everyone that just want to know. A lot of people send me their documents. Some even deceive me. Oh. They will send me their documents, tell me, oh, they have high grades and everything. And because I'm an English speaker, I'm not a French speaker. So if you send me your documents, I may not really go through it in detail. So I just pack all your document and send it to the people I work with to do the application for me. And then because they understand French, they come back and tell me, oh, sorry, this client's grade is not high. Some will come and tell me, please, this client, you say that we should apply for what? You say we should apply for bachelors or undergraduates, but this client has not done so. And there was even one particular student who told me that he wanted to apply for masters and he doesn't even have undergraduates. And I specifically asked it because for me, I was focusing on applying for masters and I was focusing on applying for like postgraduate student. So he told me that he had like an undergraduate. How can you lie to me? This is why some friends are just funny, like they can lie. And he already lying to me. And you think that the CSC committee, they would not go through your document. So a lot of people, they can lie and they think that Chinese people, they don't need to do their research. Even when I got admission to university, I remember that while I was in university, my university were asking a question. They were going back doing their research about me to find out and to make sure that I actually went to the school that I went to find out all information I have sent to them were actually correct. So this is something that they always do. That a lot of people just think that Chinese people will just take a document because they don't speak English. They will go through to ensure that everything that you send to them is the truth. Another reason why a lot of students get rejected is because of the bad recommendation letters. Recommendation letter is so 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 important because this is your professor, this is your supervisor. So whatever he says about you, that is so so important. And something that you probably don't even understand is that professors, lecturers in China are highly, highly respected, especially if you're doing like a PhD or master's. Your professor is highly, highly respected. So now, please get a recommendation letter from an associate professor or a professor, not a lecturer, a professor. So I know you asked me, Oma, why are you a professor? What about a lecturer? That's what the new requirement is. The new requirement is to get a recommendation letter from a professor or an associate professor. Let them be able to tell you like their relationship with you. Let them be able to talk about your strengths. Let them be able to sell you. You know, your study plan is for you to sell you yourself. Your recommendation letter is when your professor or associate professor of your university sell you so that they know that okay, you know what, this student is very serious. I've worked with them, and the best professor, to be honest, is maybe like a supervisor because the supervisor is one that literally supervised the work. So getting a recommendation letter from the supervisor is so good. Another reason I think a lot of students get rejected is because of incomplete documents. Up to now, there's so many of my clients, I still keep messaging them, please send me a document, please send me a document. It's almost like I'm almost begging them for their document. It's your document. It's your application I'm doing for you. Yet I have to keep asking for your document. So this is why a lot of students get rejected because they are not serious. They do not take the application serious. Do you know that 5, 6 months before you even go ahead and submit your document to the CSC portal, all your documents should be ready, should be prepared. Yes, this is very important. Do not start preparing a document a month to your submission because there are so many things that you will miss and then so many mistakes. So if now your documents aren't ready, you will not be scattered. You will not be, I mean, when I tell you, oh, go and do this, go and do this, you beat them quick because all your documents are ready. I realized that one of the reasons why a lot of students maybe they're always scared of preparing their documents on time is maybe they're thinking of, oh, what if it expires? Like the medical reports always expire like after 6 months, or maybe the police clearance expire after 6 months. So sometimes they'll be like, okay, no, I'm gonna go ahead and apply for maybe like my visa. So they say, okay, let me stay till like 5 months to do the application, to submit my application. I tell them that that's the least of your worries. You're worrying about your document expiring. Are you supposed to be worrying about your document expiring or worrying about the fact that you're not submitting on time? Because you know submitting on time is going to affect your acceptance. So now if you wait till it's so late to do the submission, don't you know that there's a high chance that you will not get the scholarship? Don't you know there's a high chance that you will not be accepted? These are things I have to like tell them just to let them know that it's okay to have two documents. It's okay that okay, you know what, when you get your medical report, when you get your police clearance and it expires, you can actually get it again. And this is okay. I try to let them know this. Because a lot of time they always like thinking and overthinking. I said, see, the most important thing is for you to get the scholarship, okay? Doesn't matter if your document expires or whatever, it doesn't matter. Another reason I feel like a lot of students don't get the scholarship is because they do not contact the professor on time. See, let me tell you, there are some universities that demand that you need to have a supervisor. So now you have to actually try your best to actually contact the supervisor on time. If you do not contact the supervisor on time, you may not get a scholarship. So there was one of my clients that we were trying to actually get the CS scholarship for. And one of the requirements after we had finished the submission, because they will not even talk about the fact that we needed to get a supervisor in their page. But then after we have finished the application, because we liked the university and we thought the university was actually okay. So after we finished the application and everything, before you know, we see a message from the school telling us that we needed to get a supervisor. And I just knew that, oh my God, this is bad because getting a supervisor in China is kind of difficult. I don't know, like most of the supervisors, they don't even answer you. So you message them and you don't even get a response, you don't get a reply. So for me, I was really like, feeling like, no. This might not work. This might not work. But then we tried to like email the school. We tried to see if we could get a supervisor. We couldn't get a supervisor. And that was actually didn't get the admission to that school. So what I'm trying to say is that if the universities say that you know what you need to get a supervisor before you know we go ahead and apply, please do. You're actually taking it for granted. Like, I beg, is it compulsory? Is it compulsory? This is me talking from experience. That's why I had to put this. So make sure you check, make sure you email the university to be sure that please you do not need a supervisor. It wasn't even our fault to be honest while we're doing this application for this student because they didn't even put it in the university portal. And some clients, they are very, very specific with the kind of school they want to go to or the kind of university they want to go to. They will tell you, oh, I want to go to either Beijing and go to Shanghai. They tell you the province they want to go to. So somehow you are left in this position of just trying to figure out how to help a client. So this is something that happened to one of my clients. So I'm just telling you, please try your best to get us prepared to on time if you can before you go ahead and do the submission. This will really, really help you. And then the final reason that I feel like a lot of students don't get the scholarship is because they apply too late. Yes, some students apply very, very late. And of course, if you apply late, there's a high chance that you will not get the scholarship because the university have like their requirements, they have their time, they have the deadline. So you have to try your best to apply on time. Applying on time in case they have a slot for early applicants, you have a high chance of getting. If you don't apply on time, you might not get this slot that they're trying to give for free to some student because China is the country that they really, really like um anything. It's just like doing things on time. You just like going early. Like African, we always have this whole mindset of okay, I beg you can go late, you can do things late. I don't think China is like that. China is a country whereby they're always thinking about time. They're just ensuring that you do everything on time. So this is something that you should take note of. If you're doing the application, you should take note of the fact that you need to try and apply on time. You need to try to prepare your documents on time. And for those of you guys are always scared of I talked about this earlier on. If you're always scared of, okay, what, my document's been expired, this is fine. You don't have to be conscious all the time of your document expiring. You don't have to. Okay. So just apply on time because it will really, really help you to get the scholarship. Try your best to contact the professors, try to improve your study plan, try to like build your profile on time and apply on time. Do not wait last minute. Do not wait when it's like almost the deadline before you start applying, especially because every university have their deadline. So we don't want to wait till when university is really like closed and then you will now like start applying. No, don't do that. I know that CSC is very difficult to get, but it's not impossible. When I started applying for the CSC, I used to think that it was impossible to get because I had applied the first time and I didn't get it, and I was trying to apply for the second time, and that's when I got it. And if there's something that I would say that really helped me was because when I was applying the first time, of course, I already knew everything I needed to do. So it's like the second time I was like so prepared and everything because I already knew like what I needed to do and what I don't need to do. It's just that I did not apply for CSC Type B, right? I applied for CSC Type D. And on my channel, I always talk about like CSC Type B, but even Type A, everything I talk about still relates to like Type A, Type B. So it's still like the same. You need to like prepare on time. I need to like believe in yourself. I need to like not give up because so many times when you're applying for scholarship, you just feel down, just feel like, can I get this? Is it possible? I'm here to tell you that yes, it's possible. Do not like look down on yourself. If your mind is on, okay, what, I want to get a scholarship, then just go for it. But if you know your mind is not there, if you know that I don't think I can get this, then okay. But I'm here to tell you that you can't. You can get it. It's just like people do not know that it's not even just about the grades. A lot of people think, oh, when it comes to scholarship, it's just about the grades or when you have high grades. And I've said this and I've said this in intent. I've applied for two clients, one first class, one second class, and one second class got same university, same university. And then the other one didn't get. So you ask yourself, why would someone in second class get and the one in first class did not get? So you see, these are the tips I'm giving you. If the one in first class probably did not get a good recommendation letter or the study plan is not good, then to them they will look at your first class that this is fake, okay, this is not real. But if now they look at all your documents, you submit on time, everything good, and then you see that you're a first class candidate, they will believe, right? Okay, you know what? Yeah, this person is first class candidate. You cannot be careless and say because you have big grades, then you need to get the scholarship. That's not how it works here. Even somebody with a tech class and have like an HSK. For those of you that know what an HSK is, an HSK is like a Chinese language certificate. So someone with a third class having an HSK have a high time, so getting a scholarship. And somebody with a first class without Chinese scholarship, without HSK or Chinese language. So it's everyone is not the same. So never really look down on yourself. Just do what you can do. Okay. So guys, like I said in the beginning of this video, I help clients, students to help them get the CSC scholarship, help them apply for this scholarship, help them apply for the scholarship in China. If this is something that you're interested in, please do well to contact me. You can actually message me on Instagram, and also you can actually like just reach out to me on my email, and I'll be able to like respond and answer all your questions. If you want to book a one-on-one consultation with me, you can also do that. I have list of scholarship books down in the description below. Check for this and get one book for yourself. Do well to like this video, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye for now.